welcome to our educational vlog. So engaging learners in reading is really challenging. We are confused where to start to teach them participating activities in such getting fun of words. So how can we help to develop our children in reading, literacy, and fluency? In this video, I'm gonna show you some reading activities that can help them interest and getting engaged in reading. So first, develop daily reading habits. Second, read at least 15 minutes each day. And the third, develop reading culture, maybe Sundays and holidays or full of reading fun. Number 4, introducing storybooks or read to connect to your child. Number 5, writing complements reading or writing is a complementary skills to read. And number 6, when your child starts to write, encourage reading intensive activities. Like for example, encourage your children to read the road signs, the weather forecast, magazines, birthday, and coupons, and anything that defines and does well. Yes, those are the tips that we are going to apply and can help our children be prepared in reading fluency and practice reading literacy. So now I am going to introduce to you some of this activity inside in our classroom that can be useful in teaching English. Especially English is very challenging subject because it needs to have practice every day, every night, and every morning where the child will be belong to. So and also English is their second language and need to learn. Alright, so now I have here some strip of papers or name papers, and every strip of papers here have you can write anything, the words that you wanted to introduce your lessons every day. So I have here names. These names are like for example introducing nouns in our classroom, introducing lesson about nouns, where you can put some words that represent nouns and let your student make this activity more fun. So I know that children are very fond of wearing headbands, right? So especially the girls. And for this activity, you let them call your children representative in each group activity and representative, and put it in his or her head. So each group will be guess what is the word written in the head. So for those who can read the word in the head, you can get it here. So you put it there, and those words that they cannot read clearly is you can put it here, so that you can practice more and you have the hint how to do and what to do in the classroom. So those are the first activity that we are going to apply, which can more let them shall we say fun in learning words or defining words or identifying words and everything in the lessons that we introduce. Now let us proceed to, I know that English is more fun in stories and poems. So now let's talk about, we are introducing the stories in our classroom. So I have here the stories about the facts and the grapes. So after reading the stories, you are introducing to your children and identifying the elements of the stories. And you are going to use these activities. This is more applicable, guys. And like for example, I am getting here some strips of paper. Okay, this is the small and this is a big one. This is our graphic organizer. It would help them brainstorm ideas of anything that they have seen in your lesson or anything that they have here in the stories that you are presented in front. So now let's talk about teaching them how to identify the elements of the story. So let them identify these strips. First is, like for example, they are getting character. So what is character? So let them put it here if the character is here, and allow them to pick the meaning of the character. Okay, and let them modify all the things, all the elements of the story put in a graphic organizer. It would also help them manipulate understanding or new ideas and locate such elements in the story. If, like for example, where the story happened, so they can manipulate or they can understand that that would be the location or the settings of the story. So this is very beneficial for us to introduce some activities. Another activity is, this is very getting fun and engaging activity. So I have here the number heads. Why do you call number heads? Because I am going to give this to my children on either individual. So you need to make this more 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let your student get them and get one and pass. So for those person who get or receive the number 1, so they are going to ask questions. Okay, they're going to ask questions. And for the person that received number 2, they are going to answer and support the evidence of the question of number 1. All right, and for those person who received number 3, they are going to agree or disagree the answer of number 2. And for the person received number 4, they are going to summarize the questions, the answers, and evidence of the lessons. So this numbering heads is also applicable for you in having grouping activities. Like for example, the group 1 will asking questions. So the group 2 will be answering the questions. The group 3 will be agree or disagree the questions, and the group 4 will be summarize the entire activity. So, but in this activity, for you to have fairness in the classroom, because of course the child is getting fun of getting shall we say unfair, because those group 1 is always asking questions. But in order for you to have fairness in your activities, you need to exchange them. So using counterclockwise, so either the numbering 1 will be into 4, the number 2 will be into 3, so that they can experience asking questions and they can experience answering and summarizing the questions and answering the evidence. So those are very such important thing that needs to apply in our classroom. Yes, so as a teacher or an instructor or an future educator, so we need to become a role model to our children when it comes to reading and writing. So read your children, and when they get the time and chance to support your children in their effort in learning. So that would be very important, because reading is their passport in life. When they know how to read fluently and they know how to live in literally, so they are not getting involved of some innocence, and they are getting engaged in some activities or programs, not just only inside your classroom, but in their academic performance and developing their technical abilities, and everything that they wants to develop will be start in a simple one. So as a main important factors is you as a teacher is being